Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Golden Grace. Let me ask you something. Have you ever put on a summer dress, ready to head out into the sunshine, only to catch your reflection and think, something's just not working? It's not that you don't love the dress. It's that somehow the shape, the print, or the way it hangs doesn't feel like you anymore. As we step gracefully into our 60s and beyond, our bodies change. Softer lines, different proportions, a bit more wisdom in our shoulders. And with that, our fashion needs evolve too. But don't worry, style doesn't fade with age. It just gets smarter. So today I'm sharing the most common fashion mistakes women over 60 make when wearing summer dresses, and even better, how to turn those oops moments into elegant, flattering choices you'll feel proud in. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Grace for more real style tips tailored for women like us. And let me know in the comments below what city you're watching from. I'd love to hear where our graceful community is tuning in from. 1. Mistake: wearing dresses that feel too young or too mumsy. Now let's begin with one of the most common traps: wearing a dress that either tries too hard to make us look younger, or one that sends us straight into Little House on the Prairie territory. You know the type: oversized florals, frilly layers, ruffles everywhere, and a shape that belongs more to a storybook than to a confident grown woman. And on the other extreme, the youthful mini dress with puff sleeves and a baby doll cut that makes us look like we're playing dress-up in our granddaughter's closet. Here's the thing: we absolutely can look fresh, modern, and feminine at our age. But the secret is choosing dresses that feel updated and flattering without pretending we're still 22. Try this instead. Look for clean lines, beautiful florals, not the ditzy kind, soft fabrics, and a length that gives you grace and ease. Midi, or just below the knee, often does wonders. We're not chasing youth, we're embodying elegance. There's a big difference, and you can feel it the moment you step in front of the mirror and think, yes, that's more like me. Mistake 2. Hiding your shape in shapeless dresses. Now here's one I see far too often: wearing dresses that drown your figure. I get it. After 60, many of us feel self-conscious about our midsections, arms, or curves that have softened over time. So we reach for the safe option: loose, flowy, oversized dresses that promise comfort but end up erasing our silhouette completely. The result? Instead of feeling effortlessly elegant, we disappear into fabric. And when a dress hides everything, it doesn't flatter anything. But here's a gentle truth: your body, exactly as it is right now, still deserves to be seen and celebrated. So what's the fix? Simple. Choose dresses with a defined waist, or add a soft belt to create shape. Even a relaxed fit dress can look polished when you gently cinch it in. And if belts make you nervous, opt for dresses that naturally follow your shape: empire waists, wrap styles, or A-line cuts that skim the body instead of clinging or ballooning. We're not here to hide. We're here to show up, comfortably, confidently, and beautifully, in the bodies we've earned through life, love, and laughter. Mistake 3. Dresses that add years instead of confidence. Now let's talk about the safe dresses, the ones we reach for because they seem simple, easy, and age-appropriate, until we realize they've quietly aged us. I see this all the time: dark olive or faded navy midis with tired cuts, or dresses in prints that look like they've time-traveled from 1983. The result? We vanish into the background instead of standing tall in our own presence. But we're not here to fade away. We're here to feel alive. The right summer dress should reflect your inner spark, not dim it. Choose colors that brighten your skin, necklines that open up your face, and shapes that honor your body just as it is. Even something as simple as switching from a dull green to a vibrant teal or coral can lift your whole look. Think of it this way: a well-chosen dress doesn't just fit your body, it lifts your energy. It speaks for you before you say a word. And after 60, we've earned the right to be seen, beautifully, boldly, and unapologetically. Mistake 4. Wearing prints that overwhelm instead of enhance. Now let's pause and talk about prints, because they can either be your best friend or your sneakiest saboteur. I know many of us love a fun floral or an artistic pattern, and rightly so. But once we're over 60, certain prints can begin to overpower rather than flatter. The challenge comes when a print is too large, too loud, or too chaotic. Big splashy florals, patchworks that resemble quilts, or those swirly tie-dye inspired designs, they tend to wear you rather than you wearing them. And sometimes we don't realize how much these prints distract from our natural elegance. They draw attention everywhere but to our eyes, our smile, our presence. Instead, think of prints as a frame for your beauty, not the centerpiece. Go for smaller, more refined patterns. Florals that mimic nature, subtle stripes, or even tone-on-tone designs can add personality without overwhelming your frame. And if you do love a bold print, keep the cut of the dress clean and structured to balance things out. Prints should enhance your spirit, not compete with it. And at our age, we've got far too much wisdom and grace to let a dress steal the spotlight. Mistake 5. The shoes that sabotage your summer dress. Let's pause for a moment and talk about shoes. Because no matter how lovely your dress is, the wrong pair of shoes can quietly undo the entire look. I know how it goes. You found a beautiful cotton dress, just the right color and fit, and then, without thinking, you slip on a pair of sneakers or clunky sandals just to be comfortable. I get it. Our feet have stories too. Years of walking, dancing, chasing little ones, traveling. Comfort isn't optional anymore. It's a necessity. But comfort doesn't have to mean sacrificing style. Too often I see delicate dresses weighed down by heavy sneakers, or breezy floral middies paired with dark, orthopedic-looking sandals that steal the spotlight from the whole outfit. Suddenly, what could have been graceful becomes awkward. Not because of you, but because the balance is off. So here's the secret. Let your shoes quietly support the story your dress is telling. A shorter cotton dress? Try classic, low-profile white sneakers or soft canvas slip-ons. A midi or maxi? Go for nude or tan sandals, maybe with a gentle wedge or a sleek strap that lengthens the leg without shouting for attention. It's about keeping the visual flow, from head to toe, effortless. Remember, shoes are not just a finishing touch. They're the foundation that holds your look together. And just like us, they can be both practical and beautiful. Mistake 6. Dresses that leave you tugging at the hem. Now let's talk about length, and more importantly, comfort. There's something undeniably fun about a short summer dress. It feels youthful, breezy, even a little cheeky. But here's the truth. If you find yourself constantly tugging at the hemline or feeling unsure when you catch your reflection, that dress might not be serving you anymore. After 60, many of us feel less confident about our knees. And that's perfectly okay. Time leaves its marks, and while we embrace them on our faces as laugh lines, we don't always feel the same about showing our legs. And honestly, you shouldn't have to. Wearing a dress that feels too short, even if it technically fits, often leads to fidgeting, layering with leggings, or just not enjoying yourself the way you should. And isn't summer supposed to be about ease? That's why I always suggest choosing lengths that offer elegance and comfort. A dress that falls just below the knee or to mid-calf has a graceful flow and helps lengthen your silhouette, especially when paired with a well-chosen shoe. It draws the eye upward, not downward. You feel secure, covered, and best of all, free to move without a second thought. So next time you reach for a mini, pause and ask yourself, will I feel good in this all day? If the answer isn't a confident yes, try a longer style, one that lets you walk tall, sit comfortably, and smile wide. No tugging required. Mistake 7. Fabrics that work against you, not with you. Let's take a moment to talk about something you feel before you even see it. The fabric of your dress. Because in the middle of a summer day, no matter how lovely the print or perfect the fit, the wrong fabric can leave you wishing you'd never left the house. I've been there, stuck at a garden party, feeling like I'm wrapped in a plastic tarp. The culprit? Synthetics like polyester or acrylic. These fabrics don't breathe. They trap heat, cling in all the wrong places, and leave you feeling damp and uncomfortable by noon. And when you're over 60, your body doesn't tolerate heat quite the same way it used to. Hot flashes, thinning skin, slower cooling, it all matters more now. So what's the better choice? Reach for natural fibers. Cotton, linen, even a light bamboo blend. These fabrics let your skin breathe and move with your body, not against it. And yes, I know linen wrinkles. But I always say, those creases? They're the laugh lines of your wardrobe. They mean you've lived, moved, enjoyed. And here's a bonus tip. If you need a little extra coverage, look for dresses with cotton linings. They provide that smoothing layer without adding heat or bulk. At the end of the day, summer style isn't just about how you look, it's about how you feel. And feeling fresh, cool, and comfortable in your own skin, that's real elegance at any age. Closing thoughts: you deserve to feel beautiful. Every season's style doesn't stop at 60. It just becomes wiser, freer, and more joyful. A well-chosen summer dress isn't about hiding flaws or chasing trends. It's about honoring who you are right now. Soft edges, strong spirit, and all. So choose fabrics that breathe, shapes that flatter, and colors that lift you. You don't need a younger body to feel radiant. You just need the right dress and a little confidence. If this video gave you inspiration for your summer wardrobe, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to Golden Grace for more timeless style advice made just for graceful women like you. And let me know in the comments, what city are you watching from today? I'd love to hear from you.